You feel me?
Yeah, hey, give me 1 second. I want to repeat the question. Mrs. Sweeney just jumped in. She wants to know what kind of we're talking about. So the question is, do you think Black women are raised to learn to live without a man?
Yes.
You saw the look on you saw, exactly. Mrs. Sweeney, you gonna talk about it? No, you're not?
I wish you would answer, honestly, Miss Sweeney. Because I just
Considering
want
she's a Black woman
and what she thinks.
I mean Blackish.
Go grab your
So she
headset.
has background noise.
I'm trying to push you to talk. That's all.
James, can you see me?
No, no one can see. You gotta turn your camera
Your
on.
camera's off.
Everybody can see me.
Nobody can see.
Nobody can see. Nobody.
I'm a ghost.
That's probably for the best.
Don't. Oh my God.
Let me tell you who supports the fuck out of us. Becky. Becky is in here twice.
It's not me. It's my.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where's she
I'm
going
gonna start
downstairs?
joining this as Mr. No Filter and as Taj Larat. Oh, by the way, I put us back on YouTube because we're actually having a conversation right now.
I noticed. No introduction, no nothing. Hi, everybody. How was your day? Man, conversation.
No, we introduced ourselves. They weren't here for that. That's not my fault. So Mrs. Sweeney, you don't wanna talk about this like now?
Yes or no? Can I get a thumbs up or thumbs down? Yes. You want to talk about it?
I guess I should have put the topic. It says Black women are taught how to live without a man rather than keep him.
I was gonna say I was sitting down in a living room with 2 Black men. I was like,
Uh-huh.
You're living your best life, huh?
I thought you were gonna
hey. I asked my husband, I was like, y'all want to get on this? He's like, no. I was like, this is the question. He was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, why? No response. I was like, I'm gonna walk away.
Okay.
No, but it'd probably be good because I think Black men need to hear it, but
Right.
I think Black women, I mean, this one was, I don't know about every other Black woman, but my mom was very independent, single mom, 5 kids, and she raised us to be very similar. Like, just kind of take care of your own stuff, handle it. I'm trying to remember like advice from my big brother. My big brother is like 8 years my senior, and his advice used to be like, don't ever move in with a man, let a man move in with you. So if any shit pop off, you could kick him out. Like, just
You
on
got
your own. And that was the people that raised me. Like,
Bang bang.
so you were taught to live without a man rather than keep one.
I was taught to be self-sufficient. I don't even think it really had anything to do with or without the man. Just be self-sufficient so you don't depend on nobody. Like, don't be dependent.
So, Miss Sweeney, I said earlier, I was like, I felt that Black women or just women, period, if you're raised up a certain way, you're more raised to just survive.
Yeah, to just be like I said, be self-sufficient.
Right.
But definitely, like, in the back of my mind is like, I've been married 7 years now, and like, I don't want to say I don't need him. Like, we have a good balance, but like, if some shit were ever to jump off and we had to split, I'd still be good. Mm-hmm. He would be too, though. But that's
just real quick. He's not next to you, right?
My doing, huh?
He's not right next to you, right?
He could be. Like, I'm a very.
I just want to make sure this nigga don't feel unneeded right now. Like, you know
Listen,
what I'm out.
My feelings get hurt more in this house than his feelings, okay? That nigga don't care. Look, babe, do you care about my feelings? Company. He said, of course.
What did he say? What feelings?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
You got feelings? You're a woman.
Right. Listen, he's nice when he's nice, and when he's not, he's not. But it's okay because I'm self-sufficient, I was raised to be strong.
So on the flip side, do you think that men, like black men, were taught to be like that, like kind of rough and not have these feelings? And
Oh, in terms of feelings, yeah, y'all were taught that feelings are weak. They don't exist. You have them, you show them. There's something wrong with you. You must be a problem.
I'm about to cry right now on camera.
Well, you must have had therapy because
Not yet, but I think I need it.
listen, I love me some
Look at
therapy.
therapy as taboo. It's good for the community, for those who can understand how to actually utilize it.
Right. I thought the flip question was, have men been trained to be self-sufficient? Because I feel like they were raised to be a little needy.
The
Really?
new ones,
It's just my opinion.
the new ones will catch on your couch, okay?
Yeah, the mama's
Yeah,
fault, not mine though. Because then this wouldn't have been a situation. But you know,
I'd rather struggle than depend on a woman.
yeah. But you have also said that you are I don't want to call you old. You're well seasoned. You're tasty.
What does that mean?
Generation. That's how I define
How did you interpret
older
that? Should I
people.
say?
Well seasoned, tasty.
It's on the block.
Yeah.
I don't know how to like well seasoned.
You're well marinated. You've been chilling for a minute.
Yeah, like I enjoyed. I know, but I was married for 16 years.
And then
I enjoy my life right now, and I won't jump into a situation unless it's absolutely right. So when I say yeah, tasty, well seasoned, I'm chilling right now. I'm good, but it's not to say that I haven't had the opportunity. But how I look, I'm not. Nah, I refuse to rely on a woman because all you mind does change like the breeze. At least once a month, or 65% of women, at least once a month, go through a change where you don't know if you want to stay or not.
right, but they're like, I would say like a lot of single mothers raise their daughters to be like super hard, strong, independent, self-sufficient, and then they raise their boys like mommy will take care of you no matter what. And then a lot of these boys are out here looking for new mommies to take care of them versus, you know, being like
Well,
us.
see, that's the difference. That's boys.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Geronimo. Go ahead, Geronimo.
I said it. I said boys.
Yeah.
I understand.
Again, as a man, I'd rather sit down here and struggle than to have a woman take care of me.
Who is this Jimmy fella?
That's preach. That's my cousin. That's preach.
Who it is? This is what I'm saying. I'm like, who is this Jimmy fella?
He changed his name to Jimmy.
Well, trust me, this memory is good. I'm like, last time it was James. I'm like, who is James?
You know what's fucked up? The last time she saw you, you were James. So when I said preach, she knew who you were.
I do.
Anybody with me? Cheers.
Oh wait, I didn't know. My bad.
I just poured one. I was like, fuck it.
I was checking the score. KC is up 14-7.
I'm just
It's
drinking. Fuck
halftime. Miami's
y'all.
up
I'm
14-7.
drinking as I go.
Yeah, you want to play some music or just keep fucking with topics? That's your call.
Actually, you the host. What do you want?
No, we're the host. No. We are the host.
It's a different type of night. I mean, it seems like we're on some relaxed shit tonight. So
Yeah,
you know,
The reason I asked
I
was
say talk.
the reason I asked is because like some of the comments kind of spoke about the other shit we wanted to talk about, and that's what kind of threw me off.
right.
What do y'all want? What is the
You gotta
viewers
ask
want?
Sweeney, Becky Animo, Jimmy.
We're going in the house. I mean,
And my feelings won't get hurt. I'm like Miss Sweeney. Whatever, it's whatever.
It's whatever. Like, I love to hear you play and I love to hear us talk. So
flip a coin.
That's why I said it's up
Yeah.
to, do you feel like playing or you feel like talking?
I'll do it. You know what? Just I'll play. Fuck it.
I knew it.
Thank you.
Okay, bro.
I'll be right here. I gotta go refill my orange juice.
Taj,
No, grapefruit
say
juice.
what you gotta say.
Who?
Say what you gotta say for YouTube.
for YouTube.
Oh
this
yeah,
is
that's
for
right. Listen,
YouTube.
Thank you, Lou. You're on point. This is so relaxed. I was like, whatever. I forgot about YouTube.
Should I look it up for YouTube?
Well, we gotta have some content for the YouTube thing, and we started it, cut it off, and started back. So yeah, we
forgot
started back.
about it. Lucky for y'all, I set alarms. I looked down. It was like No Filter Fam. I'm like, oh, it's Thursday.
Listen, we do not own the
Ever
rights to
since
this
I set
music.
the alarm, I've been more consistent, have I not?
Yeah. Alexa reminds me to start to turn on YouTube. Otherwise, I'll just roll into this shit. But anyway, yo, listen. Hold on. See? Shh, Alexa, quiet. Hush your mother's cunt. She understood. Yo, listen, we don't own the rights to this music and we don't gain anything from this financially. This is strictly for fun and entertainment purposes only. Not a happy.
Oh Lord, Smarty girl, Sherwin Winchester, yeah, Chris Martin, sugar wine, sugar wine, they love the sugar wine. What they got there? Girl, that kind of wine, when you got me under control. The way you wine, the way you're making it tune. That's why there must be sugar. Wine girl, give me that sugar. Girl, that thing that is sugar. Girl, you got me going. Oh gosh, when you wine on me, you make me go crazy. Oh gosh, girl, I wine, baby. Pray you never leave me. Oh gosh, with a wine, baby, could never be lonely. Oh gosh, when you wine on me, squeeze me, don't release me. Girl, every time when you wine, I see that look in your face. I know my mind every time when you wine, that syrup deep in your waist. That skin gal and the sugar, that skin gal and the sugar. It don't matter about color. Yo, Chris, what you say? Skin on me head, girl I wine, skin on me head. Girl me up, up your bird. Bring your body, come let me run your body red. You got that fire that I'm looking for. So tonight I'm gonna give you more.
Tell me
dance to the rhythm and they pushing it back. See all them things you're doing, girl, make everything good in your world. When they whine and they do like that, give me double time, gotta push it back. I'm holding on, and I can't let go, and I can't let go. I'm feeling like you touch my soul, and I can't let go, and I can't let go. Everything you touch.
Hear it?
When you see them girl, them touch the road and they start to
Stone boy, Trinidad, Ghana, calling out all the sexy pretty girl. Afro soca once again. Carnival roadblock.
When you see them girl, them touch the road and they start to whine. And you see them waistline start to turn and twist up the spine. Watch the man them got around to take a look from behind. And the way them bumpers turn, man, it's bound to blow your mind. Cause all girls are whiner, all type of designer. When they whine single or a liner, nothing could look finer from behind. Let me see you roll it and then show them what you got. Spread your hands and hold it. Block the road, it's burning hot. Mash up the place when you move your waist. Mash up the place when you move your waist. My girl, mash up the place when you move your waist. Mash up the place. Okay, let's go. Them girl, them block the whole road when they whine it. I said the whining some. I said girl, them block the whole road when you whine. My girl, you block the whole road when you whine. I said the whining some. I said the girl, you block the whole road when you whine.
Charm in the evening, the maddest feathers on the earth will rise. Charm in the morning, the clouds open up and the dust that fly. Boom, bass on the truck, it hit me so hard and out of me brain. Oh yeah. Boom, man with a horn, no drink or romance without a flame. Oh yeah. I try hold a gal and wine, but oil as she slippery. My crew bad and dirty like popcorn and rolly. Any block we go milli rock and any country we sip. Any fete we go mash it up with mud and paint in the mix. Don't pass with clean clothes, you know how the thing go. Everybody ready, lose your mind and show me dirty behavior. Dirty behavior, dirty behavior. Hey, dirty behavior, dirty behavior. Dirty behavior, dirty behavior.
Give me more, not holding back. I'm gonna wind up. I'm not gonna go. Patrice again. Patrice again. I'm giving more, not holding back. I'm gonna wind up. I'm not gonna cut no style. If any man wanna wind up on me, I'm behaving rude, my bumper slack. I'm gonna grind up. Can't you see how I grew up? That's why when I dig down low and I rock it up, don't watch me no face. Mind your business, hush your mouth when I'm belting the waist, yeah. I'm a big woman, not a little girl, and I'm 16 again. So don't expect me to be the same, cause I'm a big girl now. Watch how my fat bumper walking from night till morning. And I'm not giving up cause I'm a big girl now. Expensive liquor I'm drinking, have my license now I'm driving. So don't judge me now. They used to go out and leave me all the time. They used to go and fest and enjoy their life. Yeah. Now I turn a big woman and not wasting time. I feel like I miss out a big part of my life. That's why when I dig down low and I rock it up, don't watch me no face. Mind your business, hush your mouth when I'm belting the waist, yeah. I'm a big woman, not a little girl, and I'm 16 again. So don't expect me to be the same. You roll up on me like you do a hot girl. I'm just trying to deep out.
Yeah,
Patrice again.
lyrical, girl, steal my heart like a criminal. Okay.
Yeah. belly flat and nice. Come for that, give me that one time. Give me that, girl. Give me. Girl, I go too far, wine like a criminal. No resistance, shot to be minimal. Lock you down and grind like a criminal. Stick it up and wine like a criminal. Man, go face no time for your physical. Lock you down and grind like a criminal.
Hey, you cannot tell nobody. This is between you and me. Keep the vibes that you're bringing on me.
Bring it away.
Hold my bumper, walk it on me. Keep the time in, chuck it on me. Hook me tight and walk it. Hold on to me like you know I'm a girl.
No girl.
If that is a crime,
No crime.
Here's
Here's the time. Roll, girl, stay by my side. Yeah, come let we ride like Bonnie and Clyde.
we feel like I can make you feel nice. We could jump all night. Oh, like your head nice. Oh, you're moving so high. Taking on and go with the flow.
Bend your back and wine. Look for that. Give me that one time. Give me that, girl. Give me that. Girl, you look so fat, belly flat and nice. Look for that. Give me that one time. Give me that, girl. Give me. Girl, teeth are wine like a criminal. No resistance, shot to be minimal. Lock you down and wine like a criminal. Stick it up and wine like a criminal. Man, no face, no time for your physical. Lock you down and wine like a criminal. Yeah, like a criminal. Yeah, poetry and lyrical. Oh yeah, say I love you, girl. Oh yeah,
you roll.
Ready. When she got back to the base. Love man does go brave just to get that taste. She love the vibration, she love the sensation. She styling erotic, wind that place and don't stop it from New York to Chile. Condense all the DB, roly poly or skinny. It's this wine you give me, soak out with a baseline. Make she don't waste time now. Shorty is murder. Oh Lord, boy, you wind up your waist in front of me.
You're watching this too?
Make me feel it. Take time and don't speed it. Girl, show me you mean it. You're hot and you're steaming. So come with a baseline. Make you don't waste time now. Shorty is murder. Oh, Lord, when you wind up your waist in girl, roll your waist. Can't wait for the DJ press play for she flag and she waistline to fill up. Hard wine on the back of the speaker. Hard wine on the back of the speaker. Oh Lord, I'm mash up that waist with a bass vibrate underneath ya. Wine on that over. Give me a little slower. Roll up the bumper. Drop it like the bassline. I want you mash up speaker box. There's a soca seduction. Girl, do what you feel like. I want you wind up your waist in front of
Geronimo, I swear on every fucking thing I love, right? That we wasn't doing that podcast, I'd find a different way for you to play for me at least once a week. What? Auntie, I think you have two of them on, we can hear you on one. If you want us to hear you, that's fine. But if not, just giving you a heads up.
That was a high quality set, Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome. Phew.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
High quality.
And I was going through a little I was going through some technical difficulties over here, so I actually didn't play the way I wanted to, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed.
Oh
You could not tell.
yeah. Nah.
And I'm telling you, there's a DJ in here. It's DJ Dukunu. She goes by Tammy, but she was in here and she didn't say anything. So I don't know why, but she pressed up against the closet.
I don't even think she realized you're
Geronimo,
talking
you
about her.
sipping without us, man.
Huh?
So you look like you're sipping without us.
I tell you, I roll in,
Dog,
go.
I just keep my gun cocked. When you're ready, let me go. I'd have to drive nowhere. I'd have to do nothing. Turn off my computer.
Is that diplomatic go?
Wait. See the man there? Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I take a page out of your book.
He heard the cork.
Oh, my mom's in here. Mommy, just so you know, we can hear you laughing. Eh?
Already.
No, you're all right. You're off of mute. So come. So, Mommy, let me ask you the next question I got to ask, because are you okay being single for the rest of your life? She mute herself quick. Married-ish. I was gonna say Lou's married till Sugar came in the picture. Hey, Sugar. P. Not only are you not married, but you're off mute. Are you okay with being single for the rest of your life?
Ooh.
I'm asking JP. He joined in, bro. He came back in.
Oh, okay.
No, I was gonna ask you, but I wanted to give you a moment because Sugar looked like she a little possessive.
No, I just brought her up here because she's.
But do you see her face? She's like.
I know she's a serious haircut, honestly.
I disagree.
She got like
so Lou, I guess I'll ask you: are you okay with being single for the rest of your life?
I'm okay with that.
Geronimo, you're on mute, so we can't hear what you just did. Because you agreed, like.
Nah, I just finally got my shit working, that's all.
He was happy.
I got you.
But I mean, I'm okay with it. Of course, it's not like my end game. That's not the end plan. But like, trust me, I'm okay with being single the rest of my life. I mean, niggas come and go, so do bitches. But I pick
got
things up
something
and
to say
put them.
about that. I think that if you're not prepared to be that way, you shouldn't be in a relationship to begin with.
That part.
So you feel like to be in a relationship, you should be prepared to be single for the rest of your life?
Absolutely.
Will you explain why, please, sir?
Well, if you're not happy with yourself for the rest of your life, you're not happy with yourself. And if you're not happy with yourself, you can't expect somebody else to be happy with you. So it's that simple, really.
Yep. I dig it. I'm fine with it. And I'm gonna tell you, it's kind of fucked up, but one of the reasons that I'm good with it is like, I got kids. Them I know when I get older, somebody got my motherfucking back. I ain't gonna be sitting in an apartment by myself, ordering Uber Eats and shipped or whatever to bring groceries. I'm gonna figure, like my kids, we're not raised like that in my family. So, like shit, don't worry about me.
Yeah, but so, and the thing about that is like, let's say that is the situation. You gotta order Uber Eats. There's nobody to look out for you, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, though, that sounds as if you look like that. Like help from someone will make you happy. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying what it sounds like.
All right, well, let me fix it then. No, I've done certain things in my life where I already know I'm good with being by myself for the rest of my life.
Okay.
I'm not really looking for nobody. I'm just saying that I do know that getting older, because every time I've had this conversation with people, they've always said, but don't you want somebody? What about when you get old and you can't do this and you can't do that? That's what they've always said. As a matter of fact, if you remember 2 weeks ago, the conversation went to that of we talked about how do you feel about getting old.
Right.
So I'm just saying for me, I do have that backup. But honestly, and anybody who knows me like on that level, I am fine. If I need to be by myself because I don't find the right person, I'll be inside here by myself doing shifts or whatever it is I need to do. I am good by myself.
It's a lot less headache, man.
Exactly. Yo, my mom said, and I want to make sure y'all saw my hand. She said I asked her a question that I muted her, but I didn't mute her because we unmuted everybody. I can't mute you, mommy. See, I can't unmute you now. You have to unmute yourself and come every time.
Okay. Did I unmute myself? Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We can hear you.
Like Jerome said, it's less headache. I'm prepared to be by myself. It's a lot less headache. Okay. And I agree with him 100%. I'm happy with myself. I know how to make me happy. So I don't need anybody else to make me well. When I say I don't need a partner to make me happy. I have my family, I have my kids, my grandkids, I have some very good friends. Really. So that's okay.
But who do you live with?
I believe in God. But yeah, don't. That's an important thing in my life. Okay. So yeah.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
But you kind of said what I said because it's like, yo, I can do it by myself, but I do have my
family,
kids.
right? And you have your family.
Right.
You know, which is I think is an important thing in someone's life. Right? And if you have that, then you can be happy without and be single for the rest of your life. Right?
I agree.
Right? Okay. All right.
As a matter of fact, the older I get, the more I plan on it. I'm enjoying. I'm like, why complicate things?
I mean,
Real
straight up,
quick,
I
for the
planned
record,
that
we
shit.
just saw Mrs. Sweeney kissed on camera. I thought that was cool. I wanted to give a round of applause. All right.
Put her
I'll be back. I'm gonna get some ice.
That's a good idea. Go get some ice. Preacher man, you want to talk? This dude's now called Mike Honcho. Mike Honcho, you want to talk about it?
Amara.
Yeah, you know you yeah.
Oh, this is Honcho.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with being single. I was single for a good little while. It's pretty cool. It's to me, being single and being in a relationship is like the seasons. You know what I mean? It's like when you're in winter, you're like, damn, it's so cold. When it's gonna be hot? And then when you're in the summer, you're like, man, it could cool off a little bit. You know what I mean? So I just live life like you know what I mean? I just take it as it comes. You understand? So
hold on, real quick. Hold on, yo, JP. You know we can hear you. Like you're there. Everything's good. You're not even on mute right now. It's just that somebody's talking. All right. So if you can hear, I don't know if you can hear us, but okay. All right. Sorry about that.
no, that's cool.
Mike Honcho, you know why yeah.
It's like having a job or not having a job. When you ain't got a job, like say you're between jobs, you're like, damn, I need a job. I tell everybody I ain't got a job, is looking for a job. Like you better get the most out of not having a job because it's coming. You done spoke on it. It's gonna happen. And when you have that job, you're gonna wish you had more free time. So do the best you can do with what your current thing is. If you're single, love it, live it, enjoy it. You're in a relationship, you chose to do that, then do that to the maximum as well. You feel me? So if I like to be single for the rest of my life, that ain't gonna be no shit because I'd have been in a shitty relationship, so I already know what that's like. So if it's like a shitty relationship or single, I'm gonna choose single. You understand? So I'm okay with that. But if it's the right situation, if it's I put it like that. If being in a relationship is better than single, then I'll do it. You know what I mean? But if not, no sir.
So if you had a choice of if you had a choice of building, like you met somebody, you could build a relationship, or you can be like, yo, I don't got no time for that shit, fuck that. Which would you like? You can either build it or be single. Which would you choose?
Build it. When you say build it, you mean like it's a bad
like you
situation?
met somebody cool.
Uh-huh.
You don't know where it's gonna go. I could try to dip this, or I could be like, nah, fuck that. Which one would you choose?
I mean, if the vibe is there and it seems like it might be a go, I don't know. I like gambling on dice. I don't really like gambling on people. You know what I'm saying? If it's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong. I'm the type of person I am one extreme to the other. Either I'm gonna go hard, or I'm in it or I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like the song say, either you in or either you out. So yeah.
Do you have a limit? Like, do you have a limit like how many times you would try before you're like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm about to be single for the rest of my life.
No. I thought so. But when I was younger, I thought that I was like, I'm good. Because there's no reason. Because they say to repeat the same thing over and over, expect different result is insanity. So I figured like shit. I done seen it. I done seen the bad of it and the good. I figured so. I was like the bad outweighed the good. So why do it again? But people told me I was wrong, and shit. I guess I was wrong. So it's Master P, baby. It ain't no limit. You know what I mean? I'll do it. You know what I mean? Some people get married like four and five. How many times? People get married a lot. So not that I'm getting married. Not that I'm getting married left and right. I'm just telling you, like, if I'm single and I'm happy and I'm cool and everything's good, after being in like 3, 4, I could be like, whatever age. If I meet a woman and I'm like, yo, the vibe is right, I'm like, shit.
Not me. Yo, Mike Hancha, who muted you? Because I want nobody to say I muted them. This is no filter shot time. Let me go.
Oh, wait, Geronimo. Wait.
Geronimo said, I've been drinking.
This is like a shot and a half.
Should I go get my tall glass?
No, I got this from Barcelona, though. It's really cute.
In Barcelona, you was nice.
Yeah.
I've been to Europe, but I turned down a trip to Italy when I was younger. My mom was like, wait, what? She tried to take me. Yo, JP, go ahead and speak if you'd like to, bro. You're off mute.
Geronimo's ready.
Mrs. Sweeney is a free for all, If you want to talk, you can talk. Yeah, what up, Dr. Love Jones, Javon?
We on the same topic or we switch?
What happened?
We on the same topic or we switch?
No, we was on the same topic, but we can switch if you'd like.
No. I'm catching up. Me and the ice had a little disagreement.
I hate when me and Ass disagrees.
Ice.
Baby.
Nah, me and the Ass don't disagree.
Yo, JP, how you trying to talk but not talking? Like you got to work with us. I think you need to enable your audio. Javon, you need to enable your Guyana cup. Andre, all you got to do is come on camera and floss your glass in front of us. I'm cocking my gun again. So, yeah. I wanted to ask Becky.
I pulled a whole roll of diet from the back, like 20 pounds, and I had an arrow on it saying pull from 31104. Like, mother.
All right, so too much is going on right now.
What's going on there, buddy?
Hold on.
That's Capitan.
Yeah, Preach is literally
That's
screaming on somebody
Andre.
at his job. Dr.
All right,
Love
Andre,
Jones.
I'm there with you.
No, that was Captain.
That was Captain.
No, Dr. Love Jones said he can't take himself off mute, so I was trying to take him off.
No,
I
Captain
muted
was
Captain
screaming.
on purpose.
Oh.
Captain was about to discipline, so they're about to get reprimanded.
Listen, I can't take the light off, but I got my drink right here. We chilling. We good.
You in the dark.
I'm in the dark. So.
Oh, in the dark. I seen
I'm
Andre.
I'm in Jersey, so that's the situation.
Oh, okay.
Cool. You flew up?
Yeah, I flew up for a couple of days. I'll be back on Monday.
Cool. Let me know when you get back. I'll see you in 14 days after that.
Right. Right. Behind the screen.
Yo, Javon, because you wrote a book and everything. So let me ask you.
What's up?
Did you hear the question?
No, I didn't hear no question.
How do you feel about being single for the rest of your life?
How do I feel about being single for the rest of my life? All right, here's the thing.
I know whenever you hit us with that, see, here's the thing. I know it's about to get serious.
All right, so here's how I look at life. I cannot control what somebody else, how somebody else see me or view me. I know I can control me. So if I got my standards of what I want in a woman, and if I don't meet somebody that meets those standards, I'm pretty happy with being single for the rest of my life. Whether it's a fling here and there, but if they don't meet my standards of what I want in a woman, then
If they don't meet what? I didn't hear what you said. It broke up.
If you don't meet my standards of what I
okay,
want in a woman, then that's what it's gonna be. I'm not afraid of that. So to me, I feel like people should not jump into relationships based on the idea of, or they feel lonely or whatever. It's at the end of the day, you gotta get somebody that connects to you on that level. They're willing to go there with you, then you can make it work. If you're not, then enjoy yourself, because there's many people that's gonna want you without ties. Goes away.
Yo, on some real shit, fuck the energy and all that and standards. Like, if you don't like hip hop the way I like hip hop, that shit might not work. If you don't like soca the way, like if I can't play like Geronimo on a Thursday night, if you can't match some of these things, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we even trying?
That's
like,
part of energy to me.
Sorry, go ahead, Lou.
I just wanted to say that. All right, energy guy, you know?
Oh, okay. All right, energy that. Yeah. I feel
Yeah. Javon is the energy god.
Take it. You know,
is it possible to meet somebody that can match all your energy?
It's not about matching all my energy. It's matching me in a level where I can accept you for who you are. Because I'm a complex person. You're not going to match all my energy. If you do that, then God, I have a ring in the cosmos waiting for you. If you match all my energy. But if you can really, it's not about being perfect. It's about being bendable and relatable to a point that even though we may not come from the same background, whatever, we can still enjoy our energy where I could do me and you could do you. And if you don't know something, you're open to learn. Because I know if I don't know something, I'm open to learn. I know that about me. So I'm all about openness and relatability. There's some people that's not open. There's a lot of people out there that's not open on that level. That's why.
When you say open, what do you mean by open?
Open is open-minded. Being open-minded, being open culturally to a point where you're understanding and willing to know other cultures. 'Cause to me, when I look at culture, I believe that most cultures are connected to to a point where even though you may not listen to or understand the words, you may not understand what they're saying, but the vibe and the energy and the music still comes from a certain source. If you're from the Caribbean, whether you speak Spanish, French, or whatever, the music still comes from the same source. And if you could connect to that source, then no matter if you don't understand the words, the vibe will hit you.
I got you. I'm feeling troublesome, so I won't respond because.
And I'm drinking some Ray and Nephew right now.
Is that what you're drinking? Do you know? Let me just say this: you're the only person drinking J Ray and Nephew right now.
And I have like a little bit left, but you don't have one. You have no idea. I've not had Ray Nephew in like 3 weeks. I feel like I'm going through a withdrawal. And I'm drinking Appleton, which never did it for me.
What? Appleton? Like how?
I don't understand. No, but Appleton J Ray and Nephew makes Appleton now.
No, actually, it's Appleton took over J Ray.
Right.
Campari that owns J Ray from Canada. Listen, don't talk about this shit, okay?
Listen, I'll tell you this. So, Appleton Estates that took over J Ray has made the alcohol a little lesser in concentration.
Honey.
I feel like we're a bunch of alcoholics when we're just sitting here.
Wait, hold on, because I'm about to show my whole ass now. Because Campari bought Ray Nephew. Appleton still has their estate in Jamaica. J Ray Nephew is actually not made in Jamaica anymore. It's made in Canada. And they're owned by another company, which is Campari, mixed with another company. Appleton is by themselves. Stop it because I just came from there. Just saying.
Listen, I am not here to debate you on this. You're the expert.
Don't make me put
All
on
I
my
can tell you is that
because I was thinking about it.
the only thing I tell you, J Ray and Nephew that I drink now is no different than what I first drank.
It's only dumbed down coming out of, if it's coming straight from Jamaica because the bottles are.
Yo, hold on real quick. Yo, Optimus Prime, what up, homie?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
What up? Optimus Prime ain't been in the building in a minute. That's dope.
Hey, listen, man, real quick. I just finished up work, so I just wanted to pop in real quick, say what's up, see some faces. Say hope y'all is good, man.
Real quick before you go, let me ask you: are you okay with being single for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I'm secure within myself, so of course.
Yeah.
I gotta love me first, man.
You and Geronimo need to just fucking y'all are twins.
I gotta love me first, man.
I appreciate you popping in, brother.
Yo, I hope y'all are good. Y'all stay safe. I'm gonna link with y'all soon, man. Definitely.
Yeah, drive home safe, brother.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right, wow. Hey, y'all can get JP. I'm trying to work with you. Like literally, you're raising your hand when you're not even on mute. All right, so y'all can finish about this whole yeah.
So like I was saying, Campari purchased J Ray and Nephew. Hence, if you get J Ray and Nephew in the United States, you're gonna get the 750. Yeah, you're gonna get 750, and it's not going to be full strength. Full strength used to be 80 proof. Now they dropped it to 60 or 65 proof. 63. 63 if you buy it in America. 70 proof if you buy it outside.
It's definitely 63 right now.
Yeah, if you buy it in the country. If you bring it from Jamaica or from UK, it's 70 or 80, 70 proof. Anybody want to take a shot?
Yeah,
My gun cocker
I
is
agree.
ready for you. Javon, you got yours poured?
Watch.
Listen,
Hold
I'm
on.
a rate. Oh, straight up.
Andre got his, Mr. Mate. Dada, y'all one?
Yeah, hold on.
AOT.
Becky.
Nah.
I'm out of it right now.
Yeah, I know. How you feeling? You all right?
Mm-hmm.
You look beat up.
Never again, I swear.
Cheers.
Do I gotta talk to get you up?
What happened to you now?
Nothing. I just want to make sure you good.
Don't get fuck up tonight, cause tonight I fuck up.
Javon, I know I'm stepping. Leave Becky alone now. We had
Night.
at least but after we come off YouTube.
Oh yeah, I think you do. All right, good.
Because the way
the way I set up tonight.
Woo. Do we have another topic for the evening?
We do. That's what I was about to ask. Geronimo, you want to go or you want to jump into the topic?
Looks like he's on go.
He was rocked. That's why I asked. Because a while ago he was listening.
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck, what is he listening?"
I hear my name call.
What you want to do? You want to play some music? You want to jump into the next
No,
topic?
no. I just play music, man. Let me jump into the next topic. We'll play music in a little bit.
Okay.
One.
Lou, you want to do this? You want me to do this?
Hold on. Can you look real quick? I'm sorry.
I still think he's
Doesn't take that long.
and best.
Hold
Oh
on.
no, this is the topic you wanted to actually talk about. So I think you
He's the greatest and best tennis player ever made.
Ready?
In the background.
I think so.
Oh, she have 2 sets. She have another set to play.
Hold on, that's my mother. All right, forward we go. You want me to go? You want to use it?
No, Taj, do it because you've been wanting to talk about this.
So last week somebody spoke about an arranged marriage.
Oh, my
So what do you think should be the legal age to have sex?
16.
A lot. 16?
Who said that?
Skin out your cat, yo. I just joke. I don't listen to me. I joke.
Becky's back.
I just joking. I was a joke. I make. I wasn't serious. I don't have a.
You sound serious as hell.
Right.
No, because I didn't skin out mine at 16. So why would I say 16? I skin out mine at 19. So why would I say 16? So.
So like Andre said in the thing, if it's my child, 30. So that's why I'm asking.
Oh, me
because
fun.
a dude who was trying to fuck when he was 12 ain't trying to do the same thing if you got a daughter.
Right.
Okay, so you're talking about yourself?
I'm talking about Preach. I'm talking about Javon. Shit, while you playing, I'm talking about Dada. Geronimo got fucking daughters now. I'm talking about every dude in here. Andre has a son. Still feels the same way. I don't know about Captain and JP. I can't speak for them, but I'm pretty sure based on what I know, they probably feel the same way.
Andre, of course. 30.
When my daughter was in the stomach, I used to sit on the stomach. I used to talk to her. And the 2 things I used to tell her is always remember your daddy. I used to sing it. Your daddy got a gun. She'll tell you if you ever see her. And the other thing I used to say was you're not allowed to date until you're married.
No, okay. Okay.
Right.
That's always cute. That's like the floors on the ceiling. All right. I got you.
But she's 22 now, so I'm sure she's living. But I'm asking a realistic question. Look at Bruce Leroy, because he didn't change from Mike Honcho.
I know, right? His next name better go back to Preach.
Nah, I want it to be some real off the wall shit. And the funny part about this whole question is as soon as we said it, it went to what age should women have sex, but I'm saying like, at what age should anyone be able to have sex?
All right, so here's what I think. With knowing I got a daughter.
Yo, Javon, that's you?
That's
Yeah.
You stuck, bro.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me though?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a little scrap. Go ahead.
All right, so for me, it's simple. I cannot put an age to it. I personally feel like you gotta be age 18 because at that point you're an adult and you can make that certain decision for yourself at that age. Though I don't believe that 18 means you're no longer a child, because there's many children that's 18 years old. But it's kind of very difficult for me to put an age to it because to me it's
Junior, trying to say something.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're breaking. Geronimo, go ahead.
No, all right. I didn't want to cut homeboy off. I wanted him to say what he had to say, but this is a little uncomfortable. But so while I'm fine with what the age is now, really and truly though, by nature, aren't they ready once they have their period?
No.
No.
They're able to get pregnant once they have their
Okay.
period. I don't mean they're ready to
Right.
start fucking.
Right. So
I have
enlighten me.
an 8-year-old in my class right now with hers. That's a no.
Okay. So right. Yeah.
Wait, your 8-year-old
that's
pregnant?
young. Jesus
No, no,
Christ.
no. With her period. Lord have mercy, help me now.
Oh.
Rebuke it, the devil. Sorry, Geronimo, you should go. This is why we don't be on mute.
Right.
No, but this is good.
Culture. This is what
No,
we
but this is
do.
good because just like an 8-year-old having her period can actually get pregnant. She's definitely not ready to have a child.
She better off that bowling. I'd sew her pussy together.
You have to remember that a lot of the times that there are things out there called predators. So just because they show up pregnant don't mean that it was necessarily, out there ready for it.
Right.
Some of them
Yeah,
don't read. Some of them don't read.
mentally, they're not.
They
even
mentally
close.
they're not, but some of them fast in the ass. Some of them don't want to be fucking it out.
Some.
Yeah, even do that.
But it's also easier to manipulate a child than it is to manipulate an adult. But that's a whole nother
First of
conversation.
all, speak for yourself, eh?
Listen, Becky grew up where I grew up, okay? And if she know what a Hessman be, then she know what time it is, okay?
I from Grenada.
Do you say if you know what a Hessman is?
I know what's a Hessman, yeah.
You know
Right.
what?
See, I never live in St. Croix, but I know what a Hessman is.
Exactly.
I know what's a lime tree man.
Same thing.
Anyways, people that have cars that could buy McDonald's that be lurking at the middle school, but that's a whole nother story. Geronimo, continue with your enlightened conversation, please.
No, that's what I was telling y'all to enlighten me. I mean, I was just asking a question.
I am biased. The question is, what's the legal age that, when should it be allowable? Because, I'm going back and forth because I'm like, are we talking about responsibly or just at all?
All right, let me flip the question. When you I'm not asking nobody to tell me when. At the age that you decided to have sex, do you feel that that was a good age to have sex?
Not if I was my child.
Right.
Shit.
Yes, for me.
Yes, for you?
Mm-hmm.
See, when your child has sex at what? 24?
I was 19.
I said 24. On your side, you know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, if she want to do it before 19, that's her business. That's her house.
That's a tough question.
It's a tough question because, age don't necessarily put maturity on it.
Here's
It's a lot that comes with it.
So you have to be mature to fuck.
Right. You have to be mature for fucking consequences.
No, but the
Right.
I agree, but the honest
That's where
side
I
of
was
it is
going.
95% of the people when they fuck, they are not mature. They
They are not.
curious.
All right, so here's my
how,
thing.
how old do you think people should be technically have sex?
That was the question.
Yeah, like they're trying to put. You said legally, right?
Right.
Yes.
Your opinion.
Like, what age do you think statutory should be a thing?
No,
There you go.
Statutory. That's the thing. What age do you think? Because you can smoke at 18, you can drink at 21. What age do you think sex should be legalized?
The government says 16.
All right. Here's my thing. Can y'all hear me good now? Because
We can hear you now. What's your thing? Let's hear
All
you.
right, so here's how I look at it. Can I put responsibility to age? So sex is something you cannot associate with. It's about what the mindset is, how they were raised, and all that good shit. So with that being said, I understand sexuality on a different level. I hope my daughter to learn that before she decides to. Can I put an age number to it? No. I would say over 18. I don't believe you should be in high school and that's something you should be doing. Well, and I'm not saying 19 is a proper age either, because if you're not ready, you're not ready. To me,
My boy, you're not answering the question right now.
Drop an age on it.
if I had to put an age,
Gun to your head. Pull the trigger.
let's put it over 21. Over 21.
What age you would allow me to fuck your daughter?
21.
20.
Over 21.
I can't even have fun in college at 21. The fuck?
That won't put the gun to the head. That's my answer. No,
We taking the gun away from you. No more. That's
Be willing to live with every decision that you make. Do not do something.
If I could vote for the president,
I
I
gotta tell
should
you that
be able to
everybody who
have
said
sex.
stuff like 21 and above,
okay,
don't like you had sex.
No.
We're going to ask a mature person this question. I'll be right back.
No. But here's the thing. I can't.
Wait a minute. There's a bunch of mature people in here. Along patat mama.
And we're struggling. We're struggling.
Mama.
Be honest though. I cannot sit
Hey,
here.
Andre, where you from?
I cannot sit here and honestly say my kid is going to have sex with adults or whatever. That shit can happen before the age I can say. All I can do is prepare my daughter, or my daughter, 'cause I have a daughter. All I can do is prepare her that once you open that door, whatever comes through that door, it comes through that door.
But realistically, 21?
No, 21 is not being realistic. That's a gun to my head. And
give us a real number.
Real number? I would say a real number?
Like 17.
We're still on YouTube, but I'll say this. If you want, I'll put a gun to your head to find out.
He said 21. He already had the gun to his head. He said 21.
Okay. I want him to talk for real. I'm not going to do nothing. This is my dude.
No, I'm talking for real. 17 is my preferred.
I think 17 is where I would sit.
17 is my preferred answer. And it's because at that point, at that point, I could talk to you real enough. I could talk to you from 15 rolling up, but I feel like 17, your body's at that point where you can accept whatever.
So what happens if your daughter has she gets a cycle at 9, 11?
Oh, yeah.
So she's 9 now. I'm not prepared for her to get a cycle. It
Sweeney said a while ago about an 8-year-old.
No, but now if it happens,
it's a chicken.
It's a conversation to have, and from there, I cannot control nobody. If anybody that can create their own free time, you cannot control them. So my job is to inform them with much information that they make that decision. And live with whatever.
Jesus Christ!
Captain said anal only till she's 18.
Yo, he wild.
You like just the disrespect.
He's so wild. Oh.
Look at the chat.
Sound like Miss Loose Booty.
Like 16 is
he decided you were about to come out of high school.
What's the difference between
He's
family?
wrong for that. Yo, he's so wrong for that.
That shit is hilarious. There's very few
Can y'all
times
mute
on this show.
Captain's chat thing?
Heck no.
Him and Andre.
Let them live.
Oh my
What
god.
is she? Hi. I saw her.
Madushi, we want to talk to you.
I was like, Bible, come.
Madushi, can you hear me?
She can.
Yes.
She unmuted.
Can you hear me?
I unmuted her. Madushi, let me ask you a question.
Can you hear me?
What do you think should be the legal age for people to have sex?
There is no legality with that, is there?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
You
It's
could get
called
a red
statutory
dot.
rape. You can go to jail for a long time. Pedophilia.
15?
Oh, there's an age of consent.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have an opinion about it, honestly.
You don't like whenever, just whatever.
So your age range, 15, 16.
I mean, I've heard about people doing it when they were young, but I don't agree with that.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. So at what point do you agree?
I guess, like, you know, in their upper teens, if they feel the need, but like I'm drilling and my daughter don't do it, but I know she has.
Like when you say upper teens, what's upper teens? Like from 15 and like at 15 and up?
Yeah, I guess, but I'm not saying that I condone that, but I would say that that's more acceptable.
I mean, except I don't know, because if my daughter, sorry, I had to catch myself real quick. I'm gonna take this shot because I'm probably not the best person to continue at this moment. 15, just.
I was 15.
I'll do 15 years.
Lord.
But I hear you. I mean,
Let
I
me
hear
see a
you.
key. Need it real quick.
Dog
I
wants
dropped
some
some shit in the
dick.
yard. Let me see a key.
Becky out of control.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. I forget we
You're off from mute.
Sorry.
Yo, Dada, you look like you want to talk.
I love it. Don't apologize ever.
Sorry, I mean the dog's only, you know.
Becky Animal. Yo,
Becky's
Dada,
here.
you see, look. You have your hand
Yup.
raised up.
Oh no, I was saying back to what Dr. Love Jones was saying. He was saying like once they get their menstrual or whatever, they're gonna do whatever. Their menstrual just mean that they can have kids. It don't mean that they could it don't mean that they're ready to be fucking.
Right.
And when you talk about them getting nine,
She can squat, she can gay, anything.
No.
when you talk about them getting at 9 years old and all that, it just happens.
Sometimes it'll sound like
the one
That's why I asked.
We're broom.
You're higher than giraffe pussy.
The broom. The broom, whatever. I
There
don't
you
care.
go. Because you probably got the youngest daughter in this whole room.
My daughter's 12.
Like I said, no, higher than giraffe pussy.
Huh?
That's his name. His name is higher than giraffe pussy.
Who said that?
He used to be
Who's
Mike
name?
Honcho. It changed. He's called higher than giraffe pussy.
I can't stand you.
Yo, give me that thing.
No,
Give me
we're
that
talking
broom.
about it's Jimmy. It's Jimmy. It's like be easy. It's Jimmy.
Give me that
So
broom.
Jimmy, higher than giraffe pussy. You have the youngest daughter in here right now.
I do.
What is your like?
I think I do.
You do not have a daughter younger than higher than giraffe pussy.
None. One of the bags.
Your daughter's 9.
Okay.
Not even close. We can still buy her clothes and Babies R Us in the small section.
All right, Bella. Shit.
Dr. O just jumped in. Cool.
I would be, if I had to be honest and be real. I say like, it's not what I would want. Junior or senior year. So like, yeah, I guess like 16, 17. Like a real statement. You know what I mean? And it's a very common age. From what women have told a lot of women be like, I was 17, I was 16. I mean, ain't much you could do. You know what I mean? Once they start getting, that I guess that vibe in them, or young men. Shit, I don't know. I'm different. I'm tired. I think just no filters was spoke on the same way. We were young. Young. I was 8.
Yo, son, you got an ill echo, son.
Oh, well, shit. Let me try to know what to do.
It's probably because of how high up you are.
I'm in the clouds.
Nah, it's that giraffe. Come back in. Oh, he said the echoes coming. Dr. O.
Everybody's echoing.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I like this shit. All right, so hold on. Let me see if it's me.
It's somebody.
Is it Dr. Lovejoy?
1 2 1 2.
Who was it?
I don't know, but it's gone.
Dr. O. Oh, okay, yeah. O's car.
It's from O's car.
I feel like that's
Navon, are you being selfish right now? Are you literally taking shots with nobody? See, this is why you can't level all the way up. You must come greedy to drink by yourself. All right, this is pretty cool. 10:49. I wanted to hear Dr. Omi on purpose. Dr. O, can you hear me? Do something. Thumbs up. Put a message. Anything you want. Last week when we were talking on the show, Dr. O spoke about her parents having an arranged marriage at the age of 15 and 16. And that's why I was like, I wrote this shit down during that shit. I was like, hold on. At 15 and 16. But and I talk a lot of shit, but I do like to bring something to the table. I believe that it is my job as a parent to raise my kid right. And when it's time for them to go out into the world, they know how to make the decisions that they make. Whatever it is, I will. My daughter can. I'm preach. You can. Hide in giraffe pussy. You can attest to this. My mom can attest to this. But I've done the best I can to be as open as possible with my daughter. She calls me on a regular basis to talk to me about boyfriends, men. Yo, homie, I'm gonna see you when I fucking see you. You know what I'm saying? But we do this. But I've taught her well. So I asked her once. I didn't ask her. I made the comment. I said, yeah, I know you may have lost your virginity. She goes, come on, Daddy. Come on, really? But realistically, I don't want to know when she lost her virginity. But I do try to be the most supportive dad in the world, because my job with her was supposed to teach her from, they say kids develop their personality by the age of 3. So I should have been working on that before that. So by the time Amani reached, 9, 10 years old, he should have already had a certain level of what was right, what was wrong in terms of not so much right and wrong, but her morals. What she felt was right and wrong. So me personally, I feel like I did the right thing because my daughter's amazing. My daughter calls higher than giraffe pussy the boogeyman, but he knows what I'm talking about. My mom's probably sleeping, but she knows what I'm talking about. We're good money. So I don't have an age on when you should. I think that when your time is right, shit happens. I do believe your time should be older than 13 or 12, depending on your parents. I think the age limit has a lot to do with the parents. Now you can break all you want. I'm not saying I don't want my daughter to get pregnant at that age. What I'm saying is that I believe that at a certain age, they're intelligent to understand the repercussions. I can't speak for anybody else's kid, but at 12 and 13, my daughter was telling me, I don't want kids. I don't want kids. Not now, not never. So I can say, because if you were raised by me, there's a certain point where you're like, hold on, I don't want this, I don't want that. My daughter did not want to raise children in a situation like the way she was raised.
Okay.
Where her mom and her dad were separate and all that. She wanted it to be either together. My daughter at 14 had a list of criteria for the man she would have a kid with. So I'm allowed to say that, but I had to speak on it so that you could get it. My daughter literally wants to be a boss. She's made up her mind. She's going to be that person. It just hasn't happened at 22. Now, do I think my daughter should be fucking or having kids at 22? But what's funny though, too, is that we assume that if you're fucking, you automatically are having kids.
No, but the assumption should be made that it could happen.
That's the reason she did not want to have sex at a young age, because she didn't want to have kids. So it was very much emphasized. Like, we spoke about this and spoke, and I just told her, you know, like for me, if you start off being a fucking stripper at the age of 18, I can't tell you what to do, but I don't really want you to do that young. Like, I don't know how to deal with that. That shit goes right along with if you become a parent at 18, I want you to kind of live your life, establish yourself, figure out what you want, do what you want to do, and then go off and do your thing. But unfortunately, we're not afforded that comfortability. Kids do what they want.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I lost my virginity at 13, right? I fucked one dude. And I'm going to address the school system that I was brought up in of, you know, sexuality and, you know, the whole like baby system, so to say, right? I knew what I was doing. I could have gotten pregnant. I took all types of precaution. I lost my virginity at 13 with one man and one man only. I stopped. I continued at 16. Still at that same time, at 16, I'm still fucking. I'm still doing me. I'm still taking proper precaution. Me, myself, because I had the threatening West Indian Jamaican mother, where if you breed, you have to come out my house. I wasn't leaving that house. Nigga, where the fuck am I gonna go? So I took the proper precaution. I was still doing me, and I still made sure I was safe with whatever it is that I was doing. I'm now 30 to this day. And when I did get pregnant, I was 21. And I looked at it where I was like, well, Ma, you got pregnant at 20. So for me to get pregnant at 21, you can't say much. She put the threat in my soul. So when I was able to then tell her I was pregnant, I was ready to rebuttal. Like, well, you got pregnant at 20. I'm a year older than when you first got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I was already out of the house. I was already living on my own or whatever. But like, I just feel like pertaining to the specific child, because you're still a child. I feel, based on the question that was originally asked, I feel 18 is that time where legally, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was up to me, and I'm going to say some crazy shit probably to some people, if I feel like if you got pregnant before the age of 18, you catch a fine, you have this baby, but you're catching a fine. You know what I'm saying? And I know it probably sounds crazy. That's just my opinion. Not everybody is able and ready. There are children out here right now, and that I know children now 22.
Yo.
But I like
I got something to say.
Hold on, I know you want to talk, but
I'm hearing background noise, so I'm done. I'm good.
Hold on, Lou's talking.
No. That was basically it. You already know. Once you hear background noises, it cuts you off. But I mean, I just feel like at the age of 18, because it's legal at 18 for you to smoke, it's legal at 21 for you to drink. Why is it not legal? Who is the system, so to say, if you're ready or not to have a baby? I know my grandmother had my mother at the age of 14. Whether or not she was ready, she did what she had to do, and she raised 8 children after that, back to back. But we're living in a different time. So I just feel like because of like how the world is, the situation is, you know, in addition to social media, everything goes into accountability. Where are we ready for these types of children? Because they are being raised differently. I feel like how children are raised now, and yes, I don't have no children, but I see the product of the environment and what I see around me. I see that the children being raised up right now, they are not ready, because we, as the adults that are now having the children, the young children, we're not in a proper, we're not doing where we're getting married at 14, 15, and we're just riding it out. We're not in that era. The era is changing as we progress. So who are we to say that if a child is really ready? But at the same time, looking at the direction that we're going, I feel like 18 would be the quote unquote legal rate to say, the legal age to say, you know what, you are technically an adult to the system that we technically live in at this moment.
And I guess, because I completely agree with what you said. I think I should fix that. When I said 12, like 13, I didn't mean that should be a legal age. I do mean that as a parent, there's a certain age when you start to realize this might happen. Like, there's a certain age where it's like, fuck. And you have to accept it. I think it's easier, like, as a parent takes a young man, 12, 13, having sex different than a young woman. And I think a big part of it has to do with the whole fact that there can be a baby. But realistically, you have to learn to accept, especially in this day and age, you have to learn to accept the fact that this can happen earlier than you would like. Most people I talk to, male and female, started having sex way younger than they should. But every man who has a daughter, you're off mute, brother. Let's roll. But every man who has a daughter is like, she should start fucking at 48.
I got something to say. Let me say, here's my thing.
Yo, hold on. Javon, hold on, because Dada raised his hand.
Just real quick before I forget it, like what Lou was saying, like she was saying that like her mother had I think she said her mother had kids at 21. Your grandmother had kids at 14 or was married at 14 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So and to chime back into what you were saying about like it's a different time. These kids are on a different time than we was on. So like what I was doing when I was my kid's age, like I got my daughter's 12, my son is 15. What I was doing when I was their age is totally different. Like their whole mindset is different. But the whole thing. So that's why I really don't worry about it, because they don't think about shit like that. But when I was their age, the shit that I was thinking about was totally different. They thinking about Fortnite and whatever the fuck else they playing.
But you know why this conversation is relevant to us? Because the kids are not the ones who are going to figure out what's the legal age to have sex.
Exactly. And like when you said that, like if it's okay for your parents to do it, why it's not okay for you to do it is because they just basically trying to shield you from what they had to go through. We honestly don't know what they had to go through at that age, having kids at a younger age.
They had shit to do. They didn't have 149 cable channels.
You know what I'm saying?
They didn't have motherfucking lights after a certain time of night.
They was hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, they was fucking.
No, they was fucking. But like when I look at my mother, when I look at my mother and I look at my grandmother and shit like that, the shit that they did to support, it's a lot of us. Like, so like all the cousins grew up as brothers and sisters, and this, that, and there. Like, it's a lot of us for them to have supported. For the way that I see that to me, it looks easy the way that they raised us. I'm like, shit, nigga, for me, it's hard. But for them, it's easy. So they just, their main focus, especially West Indian parents, their main focus is, motherfucker, you got to get an education. You got to focus on this. I got one person. I got a lot of people in my family that are successful, but there's only like one doctor. Literally like one person in my family that's a doctor.
You got a cop too.
I got cops too, but like when you really, really think about it, like they don't make money. When you really, really think about it, motherfuckers that, you want the best for your kids, I guess, in a sense. You want the best for your kids. And me personally, it's a conversation. I don't want to put an age on it. I don't want to think about my daughter having those kind of feelings. I don't want to think about my daughter fucking. I probably don't even want to think about my son fucking. Because there's a lot of shit that comes along with that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I believe? I believe if you a nasty motherfucker, your kid got it in them, and they're gonna be a little nasty too.
That's true too. Well, it depends on what you show them too.
Nah, if you nasty, have a look at nasty inside.
No, when you show them like what they see type shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be in their loins.
You're not ever in control in what your children see, because I can say
you definitely not.
I can say HBO, I can say Nikita, you know what I'm saying? I can say different things that I've seen that I put myself into that I had no business watching, that then led me into like, oh, okay. And then puberty came along, and then the dudes came around. Oh, he cute. Oh, he cute.
Do you, Lou,
but also, Lou, the body came around. The one day you had titties you didn't normally have. You had an ass you didn't normally have.
I still like titties to this day. Shush.
Lou, do you agree that you do agree that like these kids nowadays are different from us, like when we was coming up? Like, they're definitely different from
they're fast for their time. But when okay, I can't speak for y'all because y'all are at least 10 years younger than me. But like back in our days, we was watching porn through colored blurred lines.
Generation.
That's what was available.
I saw that shit too.
Channel 48.
Andre's got the scribble. He had a scribbler.
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Yeah, but even as adults, adults are masturbating more because you can go online and watch any type of porn you want.
That's the difference.
Anything.
Because I was a little kid seeing that. So as I got older,
guess what? Your little kid can see more than you. They don't even know what that feel. They don't know why they feel this way, but something's happening. It's right here.
Right.
Now, here's my thing. Anybody that's read my book knows how I talk about sexuality. So my job is to teach it and not be that parent that's going to tell you. Be that condemning parent, like, no, you shouldn't do that. No, that's not my job. Job is for you to understand fully what you're doing and what can come of it and what can be the benefit or the stuff. Listen, I had my daughter at 23. At that point in my time, I didn't think I was ready to have my daughter here, and I don't regret it. Second of that, she's here, and I love her. So I don't have no regrets. However, if I could spread knowledge is to spread her where she feels like she has an open future that she can do. But that's in a perfect world. Reality is you're going to do what you feel is right at that moment. And at that moment, I want her to have as much knowledge as she can that whatever that she lives with it, and it's never going to be something that's going to...
Yeah, that's some bullshit. You try to live a perfect life.
No, it's not about perfect. No. I'm not being perfect. It's about accepting what comes with whatever it is and accepting everything for what it is. I'm going to teach her what's wrong and why you shouldn't be Wait, but at the end of the day, life happens. And when life happens, you have to adjust to what's going on in the situation. I'm not sitting here telling my daughter at any age you should get pregnant and have a kid. No. I did that for you to not do that. I had a kid at an age where I was not ready for you not to do it. I want you to be ready. And it's not about the number, it's about the mentality.
Okay, Papa, okay.
So that's my thing.
Okay.
That's my thing. It's about the age, it's about the mentality. And once you get to that point, you're ready, cool. If not,
yep. Yep.
I just want to get back to the original question of what age does everyone in here at this moment now thinks that it should be legal for sex to happen? Starting at what age?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'll give you an age. I think it's 17.
I said 17.
I think the reason I say 17 is because with the school system here, a lot of people graduate at that age. I feel like you should at least finish school before you can do that.
True. I graduated at 17, yeah. And I wasn't able to vote, yeah. So, okay. So 17. Anybody else?
Mrs. Sweeney.
21.
Yo.
What age you think?
I type in the chat, I said going 17. Before you say it.
I asked you because you're a teacher. That's what, I know you see a lot of things.
Yeah, I 17. You that much closer to 18.
Because I'm ready to put the twist on it. We're like, okay, so let's just say in this country that we all now live in, where we all can say 17 is the legal age to have sex. What would you guys say, or what would you guys think of what happens when you're having sex before the age of 17 and possibly then getting pregnant or impregnating a young lady? What would be the repercussions living in this quote unquote hypothetical country that we now live in?
Well, what happens is your parents now have to take on, I'm not gonna call it a burden, but your parents have to take on the responsibility. If you have a kid, if my daughter had a kid at fucking 14, 15, I gotta take care of that kid.
Well, first of all, what's fucked up, right, is if two 17-year-olds have sex, or 16, the man gets charged.
Well, that's
like y'all said earlier, there's some fast-ass kids out there. There's girls who's fast as hell. Sorry?
That's the thing. You're saying 16 for the male, but yet again, he can still get penalized the same way as the woman, the little girl at 16 can now get penalized.
No.
What is penalization? What is the backlash in the sense of you guys are now illegally having sex now?
But Lou, let me tell you. The girl doesn't get penalized. The guy always does. He is now labeled as a child offender.
Not fair.
Do you think they should get charged as adults? Because now the kids get charged as adults.
Who's that?
Okay,
I'm sorry. That's me. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I would say now, it doesn't matter adult or not adult, it's illegal. In the age, if you are not 17 and you are 14, 15, 16, and you are now pregnant, the girl is pregnant, meaning she had a child. It may be if the man was older, that's where we go into splits. Because if he was older, we can then pull the statutory as normal as it runs now. But if the guy is younger, because remember, we have children out here that are getting pregnant and having sex and impregnating older women. Teachers, majority. Or if in the rape situations, I'm going there because it's either the young man with the older woman or the older man with the young girl. I'm trying to say with whoever is now under the age of 17, what happens?
That's what I'm saying too.
You're a boy or a girl.
No, I agree, but what I'm saying is that's not what happens in the society we live in. If two 16-year-olds, a boy and a girl, have sex, the boy gets the charge.
But that's what I'm saying though. We're living in this hypothetical right now, right here in this Zoom. Okay. We're living in a hypothetical of we now all can agree, so to say, majority rules. 17 is the legal age of having sex.
Agreed.
Period. I'm asking everyone what happens when you are 15, 14, 15, 16, and you are the one who is getting pregnant or the one who impregnated. What are we agreeing on? What can we talk about in the sense of hypothetical world that we create?
That's actually, I don't have, like literally you fucked me
So
up
look,
because-
like I'm thinking, like I feel like most of us made our decisions based on like maturity. So like, you know, my natural reaction is to go towards some form of counseling. Like I'm almost thinking about like when people have drug addictions, we put them in some form of rehab. Like if we're saying that you're not mature enough to be having it, then what can we do to help counsel them on the process?
Yeah, but my question, but if they're if they impregnated or they're pregnant already, they're either gonna have an abortion or they're gonna have a child.
The first of all, if you get pregnant, that's one thing. But first of all,
She was just asking about having sex, period.
Having sex is what we're talking about.
And it's like you can find them. Like if you want to go with hypotheticals, you could say, okay, let's find them. But 16 or 17-year-old kids aren't necessarily making money to pay a fine, so they still fall back on the parents.
Right.
That's why I said that. Like if my daughter had at those ages, my daughter or my son had impregnated or got pregnant, I got to take care of that. You know what I'm saying?
So right, but the question is legally, like what should the legal ramifications of it be?
What would be the repercussions for these children that they're children. They're not even 18. They're not even legal to vote. They're not legal to
If they're too immature to have sex, how are they mature enough to deal with the legal ramifications when they don't know better?
Well, we charge kids now, like we charge kids now with juvenile delinquent stuff all the time anyways. So
I agree, but just real quick, right? You said most people, like I was 8 years old. Mommy, I'm sorry. I was 8 years old when that shit happened, right? And by the age of 14, I was regular. But here's what I'm saying though, is that everybody matures at a different stage.
Correct. But she's trying to come up with a conversation of what would be a ramification of your actions if you're underage. Like some kind of fine.
I want to ask a question.
You didn't put in detention.
No, I want to ask a question though. But how do you actually find a way to charge a person for their feelings?
That's the conversation
what she's asking. That's why I think she's trying to have the conversation on would we drop the age based on the next part of the conversation.
Right.
Are you waking up every morning with cloves in your food because you know that takes away your drive? Like, what are you doing?
Do we actually penalize the children in a sense of like, okay, if a young girl, let's say she's 15, she's underage, it's illegal for her.
That's why my brain went counseling. Like,
right,
we're talking about it's a maturity thing. Then you need some form of program to help mature you so you make a grown-ass decision.
And I hear a sense of a DJJ in a sense, but that I'm telling you, this can go down many roads. So I hear counseling so far, and I've accrued. Then we can put them in a type of detention facility. If girl is pregnant, she can go into a facility. If boy got her pregnant, he goes into some type of facility where they need to have some type of like, you need to understand the actions, the reactions to your actions.
But a lot of times when people are getting like, when we do legal stuff, it's not necessarily like, yes, you want the person doing it to stop, but you're really trying to set the examples of the other motherfucking stuff too. So
everybody,
but check
it's illegal.
What happens to the child then at that point?
This is what we're discussing. I'm discussing the hypothetical world that we're creating. I'm
saying, and this is what we talked about earlier, Louis. Whenever we make a we bring up a topic, people go a certain direction. So Dada is still looking at it as if you have sex young, a baby. I'm saying without a baby, right? What like if you put a child
about just having sex, so much just having sex.
Hold on, you put a child if you put a child in therapy or counseling, that might make them rebel to another level. If you put them in jail, it's this. You give them a fine, it's this. You can't have
there
sex.
There is no one recipe fits all when it comes to the children, period. Like, period.
I'm sorry. Let's fast forward to literally in these days right now. You get caught for fucking selling drugs, you go to jail, you pay a fine, and then what happens? Majority of the time, so to say, they end up right the fuck back there. So what would be the difference if we then do it?
The difference is if you grew up in a fucked up ass home and your mom was a promiscuous person, or you grew up with your dad and he was sleeping around and you made a mistake at a young age where you were not mature enough to really make that decision. Now you're in freaking jail.
I don't believe in jail
and your
for
life
something
is
like that.
because
Like,
the jail, hold on, the jail system fucks you up where it's so much more difficult to get a job and everything.
Telling? I got
so
people.
now all of a sudden this kid is fucked up for having hormones.
Which is why I
Because
went
your
the
dick got hard,
counseling
your
route,
vagina got
because
wet.
if we're talking about maturity, like you need, like that's a mental thing. That's brain. Like somebody needs
If you're
to
14
get you
and you do it, you can't like.
There
You gotta
are
be
there
realistic.
are
on the
counselors and
repercussions.
therapists out there for 14-year-olds.
If you're 17 and older, give them that shit. But when
Like
you
in the middle of all of this, are they
14,
still like? Do they still want like this health education, sex education type stuff in the schools? Like they're
Yeah, like how
they're
the fuck
teaching
do you put a 13-year-old in jail for having sex because they had a feeling, and now that they are, and now that they're motherfucking, they're 18, they can't get a job because they got a record because their pussy got wet or their dick got hard, or because they saw some shit on TV and thought it was right.
Oh, the way that this is about to go down a whole nother fucking route, though. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
Hold on. Before you go, right? Save that thought. Let's take this off of YouTube. What y'all say?
Agreed.
Football game is over. I just sent you the score.
Who won?
KC.
Oh yeah.
Miami's winning 31-14. That's why my orange and green is on.
Stupid. It's Super Bowl all over again, guys.
No, so hold on.
Yeah,
just
it's
real
always
quick.
the first game is always
you to lose
Super Bowl
your
all
thought.
over again.
Hold on, before anybody, I don't want you to lose your thought. Do you have anything else you want to say before we get off YouTube?
Have a good night.
Geronimo.
Cheers.
All right, cool. Listen, I'm gonna keep it the same way I keep it every week. Anybody can piss on the floor. If you want to impress us, you got to shit on the ceiling. Thank you. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Mr. Waistline, I hope you feel better, brother.